Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new franchise zoo project. Yeah, today we are in the first episode and I thought we start right over here where it is at the start of the new zoo. I'll make a little cut then in a few seconds before we are actually in there, but I just wanted to take the little minute here to just thank you all for your voting and also thank you for choosing a new zoo. We're going to do this and this will be a bit of a different approach this time. I'm going to explain this now once I've done the initial layout of the zoo. Now let's jump ahead. Let's say a new zoo. You guys have chosen tropical and we are going to go not to South America. I was considering that, but not really. We are going to go to Oceania and this is where we're going to take it. The name of the zoo for now will be Efficiency Zoo. However, this is not the final name. You guys can definitely vote for a good zoo name because at this moment I don't really have one. So we're going to call it Efficiency Zoo and we might be able to rename the whole series. But for now, this is the name for it. And yeah, we're going to create this on the difficulty medium and then I'll see you at the other side of the cut where we're going to explain how this project is shaping up. Alright, so here we are in the game now and as I promised, I have already a little bit of a starting grid here set up. So this whole franchise will be about you guys and your basically interaction with me in this series. Now, let me just quickly explain before we really go into the layout. So the idea will be that each and every episode I'm going to add a new animal and then I'm going to ask you guys for the contribution of a blueprint or several blueprints, okay? So as I said in the past, I am not really likely to show off people just for the sake of show off the things, because then I feel like always making money out of other ones' stuff. So I don't really want to do this. So the idea would be now that I'm asking you specifically for certain things I would need, and then you can contribute that, and I always leave it open to me to embed these things. So I'm not using these things like completely 100% of you, but I'm just using, for example, I'm asking you for a climbing frame. I'm going to embed this climbing frame is in this habitat. And for everyone who is kind of being chosen to be in here, I will name an animal after the one that contributed that to this habitat. So for example, let's say Mr. Kane is bringing us something in for the orangutans. I'm definitely giving him one of the names for one of the animals. Now, that said, the orangutan is already a great example because you guys did vote with a vast majority for this animal first, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work out, but I planned this first habitat to be the freaking gorgeous orangutan. Now, you've seen this is the starting grid. We're not going to make like a circular zoo again, don't worry about this. We will have an entrance building at the end here. But the main idea about this is kind of making a story mode zoo. So we are going to start off here, and we're also making this whole thing like a little oasis. So this is going to be the oasis, and the further you go out, the terrain will be shifting towards a bit more sand. Let me just show you. So this whole area will then be a little bit more less green and a bit more focused on sand and desert-ish. So because I don't want to make this all too similar to Koali, for example, so that's why I'm focusing on making that a bit more different. Now, the idea about this, and I'm talking about efficiency in here, and this is why we are going to have also one more facility in here which is badly needed, and that is the small exhibit, which is going to be in that case over here because we need our scorpions again. Yes, it's not really the most famous one for the people, but it is a good little money maker, and it can be embedded into the wonderful entrance we are potentially doing at some point. Or I'm asking you guys, and this will be the first task, I want you to deliver elements of an entrance. So I don't want to have a full entrance. I want to have some pillars or some roof designs for a tropical entrance, and then I'm gonna stitch it together into one very creative entrance building. So please deliver some archways, some roof designs or pillars. That would be awesome. And you can also go into planters and some plant beds or whatever. This is always likely as well, but make sure to send this in. You can use, and I'm going to create in my Discord channel a wonderful little room for you, and then you can send these things in and make sure to dedicate these to the franchise series, and then I do know that this is. So for the first episode, towards the second episode, please deliver things on the entrance. I will also always put this in the first comment of the video so you guys do know it. But now, enough talking. Let's talk about the actual thing here. And this is a hub idea. Now, the idea about the zoo will be focused on building a centralized hub. So the hub idea is like not centralized, that's totally wrong to be honest, but we will have the centralized hub area here, but then we do have external hubs that always contain a staff room, a keeper hut, and energy and water supply. So this will be a blueprint we are going to use all over the place, and it's always feeding 2 habitats and 1 food slash drink resource. I didn't place them down now because we will first of all try to get some guests in before we do this, but then this will be the thing happening hopefully to the guests. Also very cool is we already have unlocked all the research stuff in terms of the mechanic research, which I cannot show you there, but you can see from the facilities. I do already have all the facilities researched because now you can carry your research over into your new franchise zoos, which is pretty cool because that means we can focus now on establishing a great performance and a great area. So maybe we want to exchange the small keeper hut with the big one, and also the small staff room with the big one at a certain point, because at this point in time we only have 1, and I might want to throw in another one just over here, but we will see in a bit. I do not have any staff member as of now, so that is why we need to focus on that at the moment. Also, I paused the game because I don't want to lose money from the running costs, and I try to embed this all in the energy given from the entrance. Water supply is not given in here though, but yeah. Now, as you guys did choose to go for the Orang Utan, we will definitely do this at the very first second. Do I have actually Orang Utans? I guess I never had them in my franchise zoo, so this is going to be very interesting. Yeah, no, actually this is true. We never had one. So that's kind of cool. Still the capuchin monkeys from Kyoto in here, but no, let's just get the mandrill out. And also, where's the capuchin monkey? There's the capuchin monkey. So it's the Bornean Orang Utan. Let me see if there's anyone on the market. Oh my lord, but that's okay. I still have enough leaf points, so let's do it. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty damn good. Failed? Oh no, please. No. So we only have 1. Okay, well, let's first of all get the first one in, and hopefully, how much space do they need? Let's check the, let's check this first. This is also something I want to focus on a bit more in here, and this is definitely focusing on the animals before we build, because I quite did some mistakes here. So, we can have 1 male up to 5 females. I would wish though, but yeah. 13 years to sexual maturity, so that takes a while. Number of offspring per mating event is 1. So yeah, I mean, this is an animal which definitely is here for a long time in the zoo, so that's kind of a good idea to start with it. It does need 780 square meters, no water obviously, and 120 square meters of climbing requirement. 8 to 40 degrees should be fine. Grade 3 and climbing proof, and 5 meters. Alright, so that means we do need to draw out our habitat first. So as you can imagine, we're going to build some kind of, well, we have the concrete wall now, so we can start with this wall. And I want to make sure that I am not, like, I'm trying to make it as close as possible to this pathway over here, but I'm also trying to use as less as possible of this wall, because obviously we will have some issues with the duplication, is it called that way? Well, actually, you know, they are likely to break over time, and the mechanic will need to do some stuff and fix some stuff. We don't want to lose too much money on that, so yeah. I'm gonna try to bring this habitat gate in here, so very close to this backstage area here, and then we're going to connect this. I'm not even sure if that's big enough, you know. We will see if I draw all the habitat over here just into this corner, and then I'm going to use these buildings to build like a normal wall piece, and that should then be fine, hopefully. I think I'm just gonna, you know what we do, we just drag that over here and then just try. Okay, so that's not gonna work, so let's drag that out further to the outside, and let's do it that way. Awesome. It's gonna be here, and then just drag it all the way to the entrance. And this is kind of okay already, because I'm gonna make like the viewing gallery will hopefully work over here pretty nice indeed. So let's say that is where it all goes. And yeah, we will as always make this kind of sunken approach, but don't worry, we are not going to do this the whole zoo as in the old one. It's just for the start, makes the whole thing a little more easy. for me to start off with. Okay, so the first habitat is done. Let's see how much space does it offer. So it is, it's okay. It's okay. It's like 1 square kilometer, so it could be okay. I mean, with some plants in, it's gonna be a bit smaller, but maybe that's okay. Maybe we need to shift this a little bit to enlarge it. I think we can just do this already, just to make sure that I'm fully fine with it. It doesn't matter. We can just, you know, get ourselves some kind of meters back. So let's just do it that way. Yeah, and just get it. Yeah, I think that will also look nice to have it here, because this backside will be their little shelter. And then, yeah, that could be cool. So let's, no, wait, what would it do it out? Okay, so this is the other piece. Just drag it all the way in. Yeah, well, that should be fine. And then we can delete this thing and delete this as well. Oh, well, I could have done this way either way. That was a bit stupid of me. A bit stupid. Okay, no. Let's just get very close. Yep. Nope. There we go. Yeah, no. What is that? Wobbly. Let's delete this. It's not looking the way I wanted it to. Let's go 2 meters. That will be easier to follow the path. Okay, so I think price-wise, this doesn't really matter too much, does it? I'm not really sure. Like, it's $11.95, and if I build it bigger, it should be pretty much the same. Okay, what we will do is we will make these pieces a bit longer, because otherwise they look stupid. So let's just say that's fine, and then just connect that over here. I'm not sure if we would get this curve done. We can just try it if that works. Yeah, that works. Awesome indeed. Okay, so this is the area we have. Now it should be a bit bigger. I would guess like 100 square meters bigger. Oh, actually 200. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. Now let's edit that one in here. Oh, well, no, we can keep this back wall also concrete. So I'm not gonna have too much work. Wait, what the? It didn't work out? Okay, well, I think then I just need to drag that in a little bit more to the inside. So maybe this corner piece is the problem. Yep, that was the problem actually. So let's do this, and oops, this, and gonna... Oh, well, this one is not needed. And then we can actually take that, drag it all the way to 4 meters already. There you go. And kind of make this climbing proof. Where is the climbing proof piece here? Curved barrier, habit perimeter. Wait, does the concrete one have no? Oh wait, it is not climbable anyways, right? So yeah. Well, that is the easy thing. We don't even need to make it climb proof because it's not climbable at all. That makes things a little more easy. Okay. Also, this one needs to be a bit higher. Let's see that one. And we're just gonna bring this one down. I'm gonna bring this one down. And I wanna make sure that we do have the curved barrier top here a little bit. I just barely forgot about this in the past, so let's just do a bit of a curvy thing here. I quite like this. Nope, that was the wrong direction. Wait, no, I wanna do this a bit like so. It swoops forth and back, that's cool. And now, can we just change this to another thing? Nope, it's not gonna work. Okay, this is the look, because that will that little wooden pole does the, but I wonder, is this like still climbing proof then for them? Okay, let's just test it, because I think it looks cooler if we only have this little wooden nubsy looking up to the top, because otherwise that looks a lot better. Okay, so let's get a bit more shape in. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do this as well. Nope, that's the wrong direction. Wait, is it? No, that's the... There we go. Just like this. And also... No, that's then this direction. Right, cool. I'm not sure if they can jump out, but... Let's bring that up a little bit more. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, we have this little bit swooping... I don't know, it kind of creates a bit of a wave. I think that's fine. And then we can make the whole thing to over here pretty much green, because I want to make sure that this looks a bit more like a jungle. Apply. Alright, look at that. I mean, this is kind of cool already. Now let's quickly put a wall on here. It's not going to be the final design, don't worry about this, but I'm just going to put a wall down. Okay, let's say property flexi color. and then go to wall pieces. We can take the bamboo wall though. The painting, wait, no, I want to have the grid piece, please. Grid the piece, there we go. The good thing about this is that we can make this one like grayish and it still is some kind of bamboo. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. Is that like climbable though? No, okay. I would have been, you know, a bit confused anyways, because I think these pieces are never meant to be climbable anyhow, because they are like wall pieces and they don't really have the notion of being climbable anyhow. So okay, this is the main entrance area, like the main area for the animal to be in. Okay, for the sake of shelter, I'm gonna put a roof on top anyhow already, just to make sure that they do not complain. And do we have like, okay, what is in here? Nothing. What's like, I want to have the thatch roof though. Where's the thatch roof? Thatch, but it's not the. This is the palm thatch roof. Okay, just want to have this for the moment. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna keep that one, but for the moment, just so that they have a little bit of shelter. Oh well, let's put this to both sides, and that should be fine. Just to make sure that it looks kind of neat. It's okay. We can just also put a tree in the middle to make it look a little bit better. So I'm not gonna focus too much on you know, the aesthetics right now. I'm gonna do this in the next episode once you guys have sent in some stuff here to make it blend in nicely enough. Okay, but for now, this is the first thing we did. Now what we need, I don't want to spend too much money on it. So first of all, let's quickly check if there is. Oh, look at that. Yes, adopt. Oh man, that was good. Good. We caught it. Size, gene, it doesn't really matter. Longevity, how, like, there's still some time in there. They just need to get one baby, please. Okay. So also exhibit trading. We're gonna get the scorpion. Do we have anyone in here? No, we don't. Okay, so let's see if there's a scorpion already in here. Oh yeah, there you go. This is. It doesn't really matter at all. We're just gonna get. Well, fertility should be fine, but that's okay. So these two are in here. We can already just send them into this thing because, well, it doesn't really matter. However, I wonder, we do not have a. We only have the keeper hut over here. You know what we do? I'm just gonna bring in another keeper hut, just to make sure that this one has one as well. It's gonna be a bit of a waste of space here, but for the moment that should be fine. For the moment this should be fine. Also, is there a staff room fitting in the back here? It does, which is kind of cool. We just would need to move this a little bit. Okay, this does not work at all. Is there anything else we're missing? We're missing on a vet. I do know that, but as of now we don't need one, so I don't want to spend the money on that. Okay, so okay, let's create. Before we even add zookeepers, we are going to add work zones, because last time I failed hard on work zones. So we're going to name this first work zone Orang Utan Habitat. Okay, so wait, how you call me? No staff room? There is definitely a staff room in there. What is that though? Wow. Okay, never mind. New work zone. And we're going to call this one, and that staff room. I'm going to call this the desert scorpion exhibit. Okay, so this is done. And then I am going to... okay, I think the first one I need is... Okay, let's go to zoo. We're going to hire one caretaker. And we're going to hire... We are not going to hire any keeper right now. Not yet, okay? So not yet. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Bornean Orang Utan into the habitat already. Boom. The first one. And then the second one gets in as well. Come on, do it. Do it. Right. Okay. And now let's just jump into this build and adjust the things. Okay, humidity is way too high. Let's bring that down. And let's quickly keep the game plain because, wait, how much down? And temperature is raising too much. Okay, let's decrease this a little bit. Okay, might be a bit too much decreased. No, that's fine. That's actually pretty good. Okay, do we have anything? Oh, we have already researched the animal. Oh, that's actually cool. I have no keepers. Yeah. Don't worry. I am going to bring the keepers in a second. I just want to make sure that the animal is in to make sure that I can look into what it is needing. All right, let's pause the game again because we want to make sure that we do not lose any money. See, there are the guests already coming. We can already up the prices to 10 and 8 just to make sure that this is done. Also, we need some donation boxes and stuff here. We're gonna do this in a sec. All right, I don't know, do I have like a certain design already in my blueprints we can use for the wall here? I'm not sure if there is any. Like we have already the climbing frame, which is cool. We have the stone rock. You know what we do with this one? We're gonna use this one already in this corner. Boom, done. Okay, so it's, you know, I'm a bit lazy at some points, and this is also something I'm really looking forward to do a lot more in this series, and this is being lazy and just using the stuff I already did, because I did it for a reason, so why not use it? Okay. Okay, so with this, I think it makes sense to use. Oh, well, that's kind of an expensive design for a franchise zoo, though. How expensive? Yeah, look at that. It's 2,000 for it. No, I'm gonna make like a very simplistic one now. Using, wait a second, I do have one blueprint I can use as a basis. This is, yeah, the simple path cover. We're going to use that one because I feel like this has a tropical vibe to it. Let's place this down. And then we're going to enlarge this design by having a concrete wall that is going to be in here, the front, like that. And then let's go to my favorite piece, plaster. I'm going to do this very quickly though, and I'm going to also cut the sequence of bringing that in. So I'm just going to show you now in real time how I'm building that, and then I'm going to show you exactly how this looks at the end. Okay, so let's just bring this bit in here so it's connecting a bit nicer to the path. Alrighty, let's say this way. Make sure we have no Z fighting going on. Okay, and then let me just get that bigger piece in. So it's gonna go this way. Just make sure. I think it's actually not steep enough down here. We will definitely have to dig deeper. Wasn't that an achievement in Minecraft though? Anyways, don't even know why I even have that idea now. Okay, so let's say glass, because I want to give this a glass piece as it's 10 in-game money anyway, so I'm gonna put that quite high up like this so people can watch through it. And well, actually we do need like a wait a second, Sylph had this wonderful idea established of using these paintable bamboo pieces, or recolorable I should say, as like kind of iron fencing, I would even say, because, well, that's like 4 meters, 8 meters, right? That's the longest piece we have available. Yeah, let's just drag that all the way down in, and then you can just paint that grayish, so it looks kind of cool. It looks really some kind of iron fencing piece, whatever. So that makes the whole thing easier. And also I want to have the thicker one in between, because we all know that these edges sometimes look wonky and weird. Right, so this is the design. And let me just quickly change the terrain to, oh wait, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go to the deepest part here, so it should be that one, and then just drag it all out like this. Just I want to make sure that they cannot climb out. That's the only reason why I'm making that a bit more ugly than I actually thought it was. But okay, so yeah, this is it. So we're gonna make this a little bit more nice. Okay, good. So let me just quickly check if this works with the traversable area, if this is going to prevent that dude from climbing out. Well, look at that. This will definitely work as soon as there is something in place. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna make a little cut, and I'll be back after a few minutes where I copy that around and put some donation boxes and, you know, all that kind of boring stuff. And yeah, you guys need to comment down below if you like these little cuts in between. Like, they're not major, they're not huge, but they're just to make the episode a bit shorter than it needs to be, and also to give a bit more progress. I think that's kind of a thing I hope that will be established. So let me know, and yeah, I see each other after the cut. All right, back we are, and actually it took just like 4 minutes or something, but this is the new visitor stage, if you will. There's a little gap in here. I'm just gonna fix this quickly. There you go. And as you can see, I also did a little bit of a sneaky thing. I put these benches and also some of the bins inside of these things so that they are not too likely to run through them. They will eventually do, but I just want to make sure that this works this way. Now, I put already some education bots in. I put this little speaker in here. But yeah, now we do need to care about this animal quickly before I am going to put a keeper in. But first of all, let me just quickly do what they are needing. And this is also a lot of soil as well as other stuff. So let's just make sure that this animal is a lot more happy ever after. So it's also like sand. We can also do a bit of sand, but also a bit of rock and stuff like that. So just make sure that this animal is happy. We're just going to make sure that wait, oh, that was a lot too much already. Let's say it's soil heavy. Just gonna repaint this whole area a little bit. So here we go. Just not too much soil. And well, it actually does not like long grass at all, I guess. So I'm just gonna destroy the long grass in the habitat as much as we can. So where is long grass? There's basically no more long grass left, is there? Okay, let's just paint everything first of all. I have absolutely no idea where there is the long grass. Okay, so this is done. We can make now short grass to make it a bit more greener, because I think it's just a little bit too much of it. Some rough rock. I think it would be cool if we just paint the face here a little bit around, you know. That is kind of where the rocks are, that makes sense. So we can just have a lot more rocky face down here. Awesome. And then same goes on that side, just to make sure that this blends in nicely enough. And simply because I like this piece, I'm going to bring this in the middle. I'm gonna have a bit of a climbing around this. I think that could be fine. To not make also the traversable area too much of a pain for them. So just gonna paint this quickly. Here we go. Awesome. So there's a bit of privacy as well going on here. I think that could be fine. Now let's go to habitat and say orang. I think that should be fine already. I'm gonna get the arboreal feeding platform. You know what we do? Well, we're gonna put this here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna put a box in to make sure that they are actually playing with these things over here. And then we're also giving them, a small, no, let's give them a bigger bedding in the back here. Not too much. And we're going to use our special orangutan climbing frame. Of course we will, because that is a wonderful thing to do. And actually, look at that. It fits very nicely indeed with the rock formation over here. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna quickly change a little bit of it. Okay, so let's just move it slightly. Oops, no, that's just a hammock. Just gonna move this a little bit to the side here. There we go. So we can delete. Nope, we can just delete this inner connection here, because I want to make them climb there. So just make sure that they don't use this connection, and we're not gonna give them a better connection over here as well. So just let's delete all of these pieces. And I think, yeah, that was one of the wait, we can actually use that one, so it's directly connected. There we go. Just make sure that we connect this over here. Yeah. And I'm gonna make this stick out a little bit to the front. Why not? So here we go, and then we can just give them another connection down here. Awesome. And same goes over here. Right. Okay, so this is kind of a nice little climbing frame for them in here. I think they will not be able to jump out at all. That is good. We also need to give them some water. I'm gonna water bowl. I'm gonna put the water bowl. I'm gonna put the water bowl down here, so also that the keeper has to move some stuff. Oh, they like the tire. Why not give them the tire then? Okay, bring them the tire in. And obviously a normal pipe has to go in here as well. Where's the pipe? We all hate the pipe, but we need the pipe because that delivers some good water. Well, just let's put that here for a second. Okay. Yeah, that's done. Now let's quickly see, does this make you a little bit more happy already? Whoops, I need to make sure that this is working. So yeah, you are going to be boxed, I know. So let me just check how you doing, mate. How are you doing? Enrichment? Are you kidding? What is missing? Speed fuses, okay. So you're telling me that you're missing out on this thing. Okay, well. We are going to do this. Okay, so enrichment, orang utan. So there we go. You're gonna get this rubbin thing. gonna put this on top here. Okay, you can reach that. I know that you will be. Gonna get the grab ball as well down here. And then, yeah, this roller thing is kind of the food enrichment thing. Let's put that here, right? So if you're now not happy at all, I don't know what you will be. I'm gonna give you enough, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Enrichment is fine, habitat is fine. So plants need to be looked at. So we need tropical Asia, okay? Facility within our power. Which facility though? ATM. Okay, well, let's relocate the ATM then for the moment. You can put this here. That should be no big deal at all. And now we also need a keeper. You know what? We're gonna put two keepers in already. We will need them anyways, and might be a bit too expensive for the moment, but I think that's how we do it. So desert scorpion, and you are going to be for the orangutan habitat. Okay, awesome, that is done. Now let's leave them running, and we can just leave the game running right now because people will come into the zoo. Tickets are overpriced, are you kidding? Okay, well, let's put it to 8 then, and to 5. Well, that should, I don't know if that makes sense, but we will see. Okay, now let's go to nature, and then we say filter is going to be tropical, and continent is Asia. I do hope though that we are hopefully okay, this is still okay, they are still available in here. That is kind of cool. Now look at that, the animals are climbing directly. So I definitely want to have this fig tree because I love that one so much. I don't know, I think it's not climbable at all, right? Is it? Because if not, we will have to make it climbable, but I love this tree just so much. I know that this one is climbable though, so I'm gonna use this one down here. Not sure if they do climb that one though, but yeah, well, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, let's see from the guest perspective. So this one has some kind of nice design. We're gonna put this here. Yeah, just get boxed. We don't care too much. Okay, so that makes the whole thing look already pretty nicely and overgrown. I'm gonna put, is this climbable? Yeah, it is. So we need to make sure that we are a bit more careful in terms of placement. And that one is not climbable, right? Okay, so we can put this in the back here as well. Awesome. Okay, now I need to have some kind of ground coverage as well, because that looks, otherwise it looks a bit stupid. Just a bit more greenery here and there. 14,000 money, that is okay. We're not running too much into any risks here, that's good. And obviously we cannot live without any bamboo, so we need to have some bamboo in. Just make sure that we use the advantage of the greenish wall. So there you go. Just make also this one hidden away a bit more. If it's only for the screenshot, that's fine, but for the moment that should be good. All right, and now let's see, how happy are you? All right, that looks awesome. So space, yeah, space is okay. Space might be an issue. Now to guarantee you a bit more space, I think we can just relocate that one. There you go. And then maybe take away some of these rocks, even though I like this quite a bit, to be honest. Okay, let's just select both of that and then just drag that further down. Awesome. Oh wow, what's that? I had a lot of stuff on the back side of the rock face though, but yeah, I think we can easily just bring that back in. There it goes. Whatever. There you go. So let's see how you're doing now. Is that fine for you? How about space? Ah yeah, that's okay. You know, you're not going to complain too much. 17 square meters. When you get some babies, that might be a bit of a problem, but yeah. So social group is okay. Enrichment is okay. Everything is fine. Awesome. So we can actually call it a day. We get our first reward. That is awesome. No challenges going on at the moment. I need a workshop. I need a vet. Yeah, that's gonna be happening next. Oh my lord. Holy crap. That's already pretty crowded in here indeed. So, you know, if you're still having a look here, you get another donation box, okay? That's fine. Zoo has no security and to deal with crime. Do we have any crime already? Because before we don't have any crime, we might... Hey, you're just trying... Oh, God. Okay. Anyhow, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. And now, as I said, for the next episode, please deliver some stuff for the entrance. make sure to deliver either pillars or roof designs or like archways. And I'm gonna slap this together to a modern kind of crazy tropical entrance, which is inspired by you guys, and I really hope that you like the approach. Now again, everything will be put into the first comment of this video as well, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did enjoy this first episode quite a lot, and I really hope that we can carry it forward exactly this way. And yeah, until then, have a great time and goodbye.